What's up, everybody? How you doing? How you doing? We're back with episode 82 of Life is Strange. I'm your host, Show, aka Shogun. And today, my original OGs are back. Crispy and Brendan, let's get it.
So happy to be back, man.
Yes,
it's been a
very
long
thankful.
time again. It's been like 2 weeks.
That's not that long, but yes, I guess it has. But it doesn't feel like it's been that long. I guess for you, I don't know. It doesn't feel like it's been long for me, but I guess not. I guess it has.
Well, you went on vacation.
Happens.
We were stuck here, living normal lives.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, fuck y'all.
They're living my best life. That's Brendan.
Exactly.
Shit. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing?
I am on cloud 9. I'm gonna go first.
Why's that?
The Knicks, baby.
Oh yeah, I heard they had a big win. Yeah, I heard
Knicks. Have you guys ever caught any of the games?
No.
Oh man. Game 3, game 4 in the Garden. Just watch highlights. Commentators can't even hear themselves speak, bro. That's how loud it is.
What is it, like playoffs or something? Like what's going on?
It's playoffs.
Yeah, it's
playoffs. Okay. I don't follow basketball for shit, man.
Bro, listen, I'm telling you right now, you got a real shot to go to the Eastern Conference Finals this year. The way this team is playing. With Jalen Brunson, the two-time NCAA champion. Holy crap.
I don't think so.
I'm not even playing with you.
I don't think y'all beat in Boston, bro.
Bro, we beat Boston 3 out of 4 times already this year. They cannot match with us.
That's regular season, bro. This is playoffs.
It doesn't matter. This isn't a team. This isn't a team where you say, "Oh, that's regular season." That was 2 years ago. This team we have this year, the way we played regular season, the teams that played us, they played us hard because we played them competitive. So those games were like playoff intensity games in the regular season, all of them. So we did the same thing with the Cavs. We beat them 3 out of 4 times. Now we're up 3-1 in the series. We held them to the lowest points per game of any team in 5-game span in like the last 25 years.
The Cavs are ass, though.
They're not ass. They're literally a 52-win team. They have the best defense in the NBA and have the 3rd-ranked offense in the NBA. We're dismantling them. They have Donovan Mitchell.
The Cavs have the 3rd-ranked offense of the whole NBA?
Offense and the best defense in the NBA.
That's crazy. Who would have that's crazy.
Bro, it's Donovan Mitchell, though. It's Donovan Mitchell's on that team. Darius Garland is an all-star on that team. They got 2 centers who are 7 foot tall, and both of them were all-star, capable of being all-stars or all-stars. One of them was 2nd place for Defensive Player of the Year, and he's literally a 2nd-year player. He's not even he's 1 year after a rookie. So their team is legit. Their team is good, but you just go watch the highlights and look at how hard we play. I'm talking 90s basketball, yo. This is legit. 90s
bullying people in the paint.
We're wrestling them to the ground. We're stripping them on the way to the basket. We're going in for dunks. We're blocking. We're holding them to we held their superstars to 2 points in a whole half. So it's been very electric, but it's been after the games. That's what's been crazy. We're climbing poles, bro, on 7th Avenue. 7th Avenue was shut down for 3 hours today. There was no cars that could go in and out. Because literally the entire crowd was on 7th Avenue today.
I bet we'll get a great side talk from that too.
Oh, it's gonna be beautiful. I don't know how long it's gonna take, but that usually takes a little bit for them to edit it and everything.
Yeah, but I'm sure they were filming out there.
It's gonna be crazy.
Yo, all you're gonna hear is a bunch of "We outside."
Yeah,
we outside.
Especially because that first Knicks side talk they did after the season opener a year or 2 ago, that was one of their best videos. So they got to do that again.
Yeah. So it's not necessarily about the team or anything like that. It's about the fact that this team is good. This isn't a team where we're just believing because we're Knicks fans. This team is actually good. This team actually has a shot. I mean, this is a team that almost got 50 wins this year. They would have gotten more if there weren't injuries, but we got healthy at the right time. We're playing our best basketball. Our point guard is literally the best point guard since Walt Clyde Frazier. Statistically, defense, offense, everything that he does, he controls the game. He makes every clutch shot. It's not even like Melo. I loved Melo, but there were many games where Melo would miss clutch shots. Many where he made them, but many where he would miss, and we would lose, or he would shoot us out of the game. Right? We weren't necessarily perfect those Melo years. We were only good for 2 years out of the 7 that he was here. It's just different, bro. And we drafted all these guys, so they're homegrown. And it's just you just need to like go online, watch game. I'd say watch game 3. Game 4 was equally as good today at 1:00. It just happened. We've been on ABC both times. But watch game 3 highlights and listen to that crowd. Even just go look. I mean, when we were after, we still chanting "fuck Trae Young." We're still doing it.
Oh my god.
Yeah. He's living rent free in all our heads, but at the end of the day, we just don't like the man. So
whenever he comes to the garden, he shoots the lights out, bro.
Well, he was garbage this year. We swept them this year, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, the crowd finally got into his head.
Yeah, it's just like they had a good team, but they have the same team 2 years later, so we got better. But it's been electric, and the Knicks are up 3-1 against the higher seed. We stole one in their house. We won both of our home games. We're gonna close them out now, and we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But I'm looking
Brendan, if they got swept the next round, you're gonna see how his ego is gonna be deflated.
Yeah, isn't that just business as usual? So like he'll probably feel just like
no, it's not. This is what you guys don't understand because you guys don't follow it. No,
you're right.
Us at the beginning of the year, they projected us to be the 10th seed, like to be a playing team.
We're 6th. No, fifth. We're fifth.
We're 5th, okay. And we're about to beat the 4th seed. We could have been the 3rd. Okay. So now you look at the next round. The next round is going to be Milwaukee or Miami, one of those two. Miami can't touch us. We beat them every single time, or beat them 3 out of 4 times this year. Milwaukee, Giannis is hurt. He has a tailbone bruise, and apparently his knee hurts. So I'm not banking on injury or anything like that, but they're not at full strength, and that's why they're struggling with Miami. Miami's actually up 2-1 on them right now. So
that's crazy.
If you look at it like that, if we can strike a good matchup in the second round, either way, whoever we face, we're going to be competitive. I don't think we're beating the Bucks. We're still a superstar away. We need a superstar, but we're doing all of this without one, which is very encouraging. It's just, I'm telling you, bro, in the 20 years that I've been a Knicks fan, I've suffered a lot. I've seen a lot of mediocre teams.
Yeah, we've heard.
Okay. I've seen a lot of mediocre teams. I've gone to the playoffs just believing, right? Like saying, this and that, talking my shit, right?
Gotta believe.
This is the first year where we legit have a good team and we're set up for the future. Like we're going to be around. You guys are about to witness. Eventually you will, because, this is the first year. You're about to witness 10 to 12 years of great Knicks basketball like the 90s again. We're going to be in the playoffs every year. We're only going to get better. We're going to add players. Eventually a superstar is going to come, whether through trade or free agency. And you're going to witness 90s type Knicks success again. Like I've never seen it. I've come close, but it was always doubt. I don't got doubts with this team. They're special. So it's been a great, great weekend.
And they just traded your point guard.
Nah, man.
Now imagine like
nah. Yo, Villanova kids, man. Jalen Brunson, 2-time NCAA championship. Same thing with Josh Hart. Now they're teammates all these years later. It's no coincidence that the team is doing this well.
Yeah.
It's how hard it is to win 1 NCAA championship, let alone lead your team to win 2 in 4 years. That's insane. And he's showing it. Jalen Brunson is the man. RJ Barrett showed up. Julius Randle is APB. I don't know where the fuck that man is. He's the only guy in this series that he's just shooting fucking brick. He's making affordable housing out there with all these bricks, bro.
Nah, you disrespectful for that one.
Not disrespectful, bro.
You're wrong.
Legit.
He's missing that many. Like he's missing that bad.
He's missing that. He was 3 for 15.
Oh my god,
that's terrible.
We benched him the whole fourth quarter. And we won the game. But that was
20%. That sucks.
Yeah, bro, really bad, bro. He's been bad. But this is the same guy who averaged 25 and 10 in the regular season. So before 2 years ago, he did that, but he had no help. We had scrubs. Now we got Jalen Brunson, who scored 29 points today, literally made every single clutch shot, crossovers, everything, bro. RJ Barrett going to the basket, 2 years older. He's much more mature. He had 26 points today. So they combined for 55 points together. So now Randall has help. Now, if we can just get Randall to calm down, because obviously the MSG crowd is a lot. He can't really handle it yet. He's got jitters.
You got anxiety and shit?
I don't know what it is. It's just when it comes to the playoffs, he's just nervous and he just misses. You know, he makes mistakes and all that, but he's gonna calm down and he plays good on the road. So now we get a chance to close him out. It would be crazy if Randall finally shows up on this road game in Cleveland and we close them out in their house. If not, we come back to the Garden for Game 6. We close them out at home. But it's over. Knicks in 6. 95% of the time, teams that are up 3-1, they win the series in NBA history.
Yeah.
So we're about to go to the second round with house money. Once we get there, it's house money. No one expected us to be there. We're not expected to go farther than that. We go to the second round. The pressure is all on the team that we're facing. We just having fun, you know? And that's
yo. That's I don't know, bro. Be careful. You said we just having fun. Second round come around, they gotta be scared of us. And then next thing you know, bro,
no, not scared. Like they're just gonna have the pressure. Like the pressure's gonna be on them. We playing with house money. When you playing with house money, it means like basically like, you know, like when you're making a bet and they give you free money to bet, you know, that's playing with house money. So
well, who would they go against? Because Philly already swept Brooklyn. So who's Philly supposed to go
trash?
Against?
Let's be real. Brooklyn is garbage.
Oh well, come on now.
They were great before, but they're garbage now.
We're only great because we had Kyrie and KD. That's honestly it.
But we don't face Philly. We face the winner of Milwaukee or Brooklyn. I mean Milwaukee or Miami. Those are the two. Miami, 100%. That series is going 7 games. No one knows who will win. That's how tight our games were. Playoff intensity during the regular season, right? Milwaukee, we're not touching them. If Giannis is healthy, we're not touching them.
That's what I'm saying, bro. You mad at hype.
They're going to be the champs this year. Like they're going to be the champs again. Giannis is averaging like 30 points, 35 points, like 10 rebounds and 8 assists. It's insane. And their team is just too stacked. So, like, if we were to draw them, then yeah, that's where it stops. I don't know how many games we will go. Maybe we win a couple at home, make it interesting, right? That would be fucking amazing. But we're just not there yet. We're still a superstar away. If we draw Miami because Giannis is hurt and they lose to Miami, who after we get this rest and they probably go in 7, I don't know, bro. I see a clear if everything plays right, I see a path to the conference finals.
Yeah, but now that's a different issue.
We can beat Philly too. As much as y'all think we're scared of Philly, Harden ain't the same. Harden's not gonna be working on our defense. Our defense.
Harden doesn't even play defense.
Working on our defense, like his offense towards our defense. We're gonna be stopped. The only one I'm worried about is Joel Embiid, but that's what we got Jalen Brunson for, and RJ Barrett. But Jalen Brunson is just watch. I don't know. Just spend 10 minutes, watch the highlights from Game 3, bro. You will be like, oh shit, what I missed? Like. That's electric.
No,
that's lit.
I missed a lot, bro.
So yeah, that's where I'm at. And 2 games this weekend, Game 3 and 4. We won both of them at home, and it's been celebrity row. All the celebrities there. Everyone's watching. J. Cole was at the game on Friday. You had Fat Joe perform at halftime. You had all the Knicks legends: John Starks, Bernard King, Larry Johnson, Latrell Sprewell. All the guys from the 90s were there. And it was just, we balled out. We blew them out by 20 on Friday.
Damn.
And then we won today by 9. A much closer game, but we pulled away late on some crazy-ass hustle plays. And yeah. So, other than that, I don't know how you guys beat, but mine was pretty fucking awesome.
All right. Well, Brendan, what say you if you want to go?
It was all right. It was all right. Yeah, it was all right.
It was all right.
Yeah, it was all right.
How's vacation?
Oh, it was nice. It was a good time.
That's good.
That's good.
That's really all there is with your vacation.
Yeah, it was a good time. All right, Batman. I don't want to give no.
Yeah, that was nice. It was a good time.
The less I say, the better. The less I say, the better. The less can be used against me in court in the future. Let's just say that.
That is true, though. You're already getting indicted.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Jeez. Well, I had this later on, but I'm gonna just say it now. I saw Mario over the weekend.
I did too. I saw.
Bro,
actually, I saw it on Tuesday.
All right, Brendan hasn't seen it. I was talking to something about this earlier before we started recording. So, like, minimum to no spoilers. Actually, no spoilers.
Okay. That's dope. It was a fun movie. It was fun.
That's what I said. It was fun.
Yeah.
Now, the story, the story is just there, honestly. However, like, they definitely paid homage to everything Nintendo, or at least like a solid 80% of Nintendo. You know,
You want a great comparison in terms of effectiveness and just fun to watch? The Sonic the Hedgehog movie.
Yeah, I can see that being a
Just
good
like that.
comparison.
Just like that.
Yeah, but I think
Effective.
Sonic had a little more of a story that was better than Mario.
Yeah, it was also live action. This one's all animated.
Yeah.
I almost kind of prefer like the all animated though, because like at least I mean the Sonic live action thing it does work, but I almost kind of feel like it would be better if it was you because you can do so much more when it's all like
Yeah.
you
Right.
know visually. I don't know, like that's why I think the Mario movie. Like, I obviously haven't seen it, but from the trailers, the animation looks amazing.
Oh, it's
Watch
great.
it, bro.
Like,
It's really
great.
it's really just an awesome watch.
Yeah,
It's really
Mhm.
Seth Rogen's awesome in it as Donkey Kong.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of DK from Smash
yeah,
Bros.
Chris
and
Pratt.
just the game too.
Really, Chris Pratt did good as Mario. As
Oh, yeah,
much
no, he
as
did.
he was
Mhm.
awesome as Mario. I thought he was electric as a voiceover guy. You know, you don't really think of these people all the time as being voiceover guys, but he nailed the voiceover role. That was fun, man.
Yeah,
That
it was a
fun.
fun movie. I think they're definitely gonna have to like make a part 2. And I was talking to my brother about this. Imagine they make a Nintendo verse.
Yeah, that's what I've heard rumors of that.
That's the plan. I forget the guy who whoever like one of the main guys is like created Mario and like does like all the Nintendo stuff. He said that like after the success of this movie so far to expect a ton of Nintendo movies down the line. So I'm sure that means like Zelda, like obviously more Sonic stuff.
You know how
like,
good Metroid
Kirby.
will be?
Yeah,
Metroid would be
Kirby,
the shit.
like
Metroid would be the shit.
That would be
Metroid
awesome.
Kirby would be fucking
crazy
boring.
if they do Metroid and Zelda. Zelda would be crazy too. But I feel
would
like
love
crossover. Oh god.
Yeah, I feel like
that's going
Metroid
too
for
far.
adults will be on.
Yeah,
will be crazy.
If they did like an R-rated Metroid, that'd be so sick. But I doubt they would do R-rated.
Ripley. Was it Ripley? It's
Ripley,
right?
yeah,
The dragon.
No,
Ridley.
Imagine seeing that dragon, like bro. Of course,
or even
the
Ganondorf. Like I want to see Ganon. That would be crazy.
I would love to. Yeah, I would love to see Ganondorf.
Can you imagine like they do. Was it Majora's Mask? That's the one with the moon in the sky.
Uh-huh.
Oh, can you imagine a movie on that, or just any of the Zeldas where we get to actually see the timeline.
And then they could do all those. They could do all these different. They could do like a Zelda. They could do Mario. They could branch out with Donkey Kong. They could do all these different things and then do a Smash Bros. Movie.
Yeah,
that'll be crazy.
That would be like their Avengers.
No, literally, it will be.
Yeah, so I mean, if you look at it without spoiling the movie, they did that already in terms of the characters that they've included. They've set them in the same, like they're on the same planet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they're on the same like the area, like they're in the same universe. You just go into this land, go into that land. Like they've done it like that. So obviously, there's a lot more that they haven't discovered yet.
Or Star Fox, that'd be cool.
Oh, that'd be cool
Fox
too.
Oh yeah, bro. Like this is all like imagine like a Super Smash, like all the characters from Super Smash, right? You got Ike, you got all those guys. You do Fire Emblem movies.
Oh, that'd be crazy too. Final Fantasy. Well, they did Final Fantasy. Never mind.
I think there a Monster Hunter movie in development or something.
No,
they
made that really
trash.
shitty. The same guy who made the shitty Resident Evil movies made a shitty Monster Hunter movie. And he's married to Mila. He's married to Mila Djokovic, who is like the person who stars in all those movies. Like
him? Why did he?
Yeah,
come on, bro. There's so much potential there. Like what they did with the fucking Halo show. Like I just hate.
That show was ass.
But like, who greenlights this shit? You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't take much for two minds to sit in a room and say this is a bad idea.
No, it's studio executives who want to cash in on popular, IP and franchises, and then don't understand the actual fan base.
And then give it to their nephew to fucking write. Yeah. Like, come on, bro.
But yeah,
so
it's gonna be
awesome.
Yes,
I agree with you guys. The Nintendo verse would be a great move,
bro. Who else? There has to. I feel like we're missing somebody from Nintendo that has like a crazy. We already said Kirby. I heard you guys say Kirby. They already did Pokemon. Can't say Pokemon.
What, Detective Pikachu?
Actually, Captain Falcon.
Oh yeah, of course.
F-Zero, that'll be crazy for like an adrenaline type.
Luigi's Mansion movie.
That too, that would be good. Luigi's Mansion.
Awesome. As like the next. See, that's the thing though. So they I don't want to spoil it, bro. You just go watch it, enjoy it, bro. It's a really fun. It's only an hour and a half, so it's short. Like we don't get movies like that anymore. An hour and a half.
What do you guys think of Chris Pratt voicing Mario?
He did good.
I thought he was awesome, bro.
Yeah,
he was awesome. He did the Mario voice very well.
Mm-hmm.
I heard that
did
Charlie Day was great as Luigi.
Luigi,
Also,
yeah, he did good
he
too.
was awesome. He was awesome. I thought Seth Rogen
Jack
as
Black
DK.
as Bowser,
Jack Black as Bowser.
perfect, perfect
He
casting.
was okay. I think he was great.
I feel like he sounds too much like himself.
Yeah,
You know what I
Really?
mean? It's like it's hard. It's hard to. Yeah, to me, it's like I can't not hear his voice and the way he speaks and his mannerisms are so specific to him that just from the trailers and stuff and like hearing that Peach song, I'm like, I can't not hear Jack Black. Like I can't just not.
Like,
you know
Bowser
what I mean?
shouldn't sound like a human in any way, shape, or form.
And well, then if
He
that's the
sounds like a
case, you
monster.
could say the same thing for DK because that's literally it's just Seth Rogen. Like there's no difference to the voice.
I can see that. I haven't
He even kept the kept the laugh.
Oh, really? They did.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
He
Oh my
literally
God.
the whole thing was he didn't change a single thing about his voice.
Literally,
He
it was
doesn't
just Seth
do
Rogen.
voiceovers. He doesn't do like voices. He says, but yeah, you're right. You could say the same thing about.
But
DK,
however, Bowser on Jack Black's case, he has the little raspiness to his voice. It's very like subtle, but it's definitely there.
he definitely tried.
Yeah, he tried. But
So
he has
it
the
wasn't
personality. Like he has that character personality where he could just embody whoever he's playing.
Yeah.
So I feel like he did good as Bowser, just because like that, the way he did it, like Bowser was like immature as fuck because he was petty as hell.
Yeah.
So like you just gotta watch it. But like I'm telling you now, the story is alright. The story, you're not really watching it for the story. However, the world that they built and how fun it is,
like that,
and the
scenes,
scenes,
the action scenes and shit. Like there's some really cool.
and if you pay attention, they have like Easter eggs all over it.
Everywhere.
It's just everywhere. Remember Ready Player One? Have y'all seen that movie?
Yeah.
So it's like that, but all Nintendo and slightly more subtle. Whereas like you got to pay attention to the background, you got to pay attention to the names of certain areas. So like one of the pizzerias was called Punch Out Pizzeria.
Oh my God, no way.
Yeah,
I didn't see that.
Yeah, the pizzeria is named Punch Out Pizzeria. Yeah, and when you see, and when they're in the pizzeria, because they go in there, when they're in there, you could see photos of Little Mac and the trainer, and you see like the belts of Little Mac and stuff, and you see the other boxers that you fought in Punch Out also on the wall.
Yeah, I mean you're gonna find yourself going on YouTube and watching like 20 things you missed in the Mario movie. Like it's so many, and even then 20 don't cover it.
And like the game Mario was playing on Nintendo. You know what game that was? That was Kid Icarus. That was Pit.
Oh yeah, really?
Yeah, he was playing Pit.
I didn't really notice that scene. I didn't really notice.
That's funny they have that.
Yeah,
they have the Nintendo system in the movie.
Literally, yeah, bro. So they the whole thing is Nintendo. Like everything Nintendo
did too that you'll see is the fleshing out of the characters. They made them people. They made them alive. You know what I mean? Like they're not just a character that, like, with Mario, you kind of get stuck in this idea that the game starts and you are Mario. Like, there is no real background to him. Like, he's a plumber and that's it. But like they actually, it's more than one way that they flesh out Mario and Luigi. I'll just say that. It's more than one way. And yeah, it's the hype is real. The Peaches song is Oscar worthy.
Yeah, it literally got nominated.
It's nominated for an Oscar for best original song. It's stupid as fuck, but it's hilarious.
Yeah, whenever I hear Jack Black sing, I just all I think it was Tenacious D. Yeah, no matter what genre it is, like perfect. that genre that he did is not even metal, but I just always think Tenacious D, straight metal.
Yeah, he really tapped in his School of Rock raspiness.
Yeah, he
Bowser,
did.
Jack Black. But yeah, and that's not it. Like there's so many other characters throughout the movie that are just so lovable and you connect with them immediately. I mean, from Toad to many other characters. Like there's a lot of fun in the movie, and it ends at just like the perfect amount of time. Like everything, it's not too rushed. Like everything gets its spotlight, for a little bit. Obviously, I'm sure you've seen from the trailer the Rainbow Road section. That whole scene is just awesome, So yeah, you would enjoy it a lot, man. It's a fun watch.
Right. Fun watch, sure. So now I'm gonna just bracket these two topics into this since we're talking about a movie. It has to do with movies and also Nintendo. But before we get into the movie part, I want to finish this Nintendo part. There was a guy that hacked Nintendo, right? This guy hacked
Gary
them.
Bowser.
What do you mean he hacked? Like just
He hacked their system. I don't know what exactly that he did. I just seen like a report saying it, and they didn't really go too much into detail. But he hacked Nintendo, the servers. He did something to them, and Nintendo sued the shit out of him. Nintendo won it. Now this man has to pay Nintendo 20 to 30% of his salary for the rest of his life.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
Like that's the payment plan they put him on.
Literally, they were like, "You want to hack us? You're gonna pay us 30% max of your salary for the rest of your life."
Cherry on top. What's his name?
The guy's name, I didn't even get his name.
Gary Bowser.
No way.
Really?
You're fucking with me.
No, I'm dead ass. That's his name. That's his
Gary?
name. Gary Bowser.
No fucking way, bro.
Yeah. I'm sure he did it on purpose. He changed it or whatever, like, to be that before he started doing the hacking. But yeah, his name's Gary Bowser. On all the lawsuits, everything, it's Nintendo v. Gary Bowser.
So Bowser hacked Nintendo, literally.
Yeah, that's his fun. The total fine is $14.5 million.
Oh my god, bro.
Yeah,
you know he's not paying that.
The original guy, to give you an idea, I think he was the original guy behind the ROMs. You guys remember ROMs when you would download like the games for free, and it would be ROMs. You remember that?
Yeah, that's like floppy disk type ROMs.
Oh yeah.
No, like Nintendo ROMs. You know, like when you would like hack a DS or hack anything, and you could go online, you go to that website chips. And you could download all the games.
Yep.
So yeah, he's like the main guy behind that. He hacked like multiple Nintendo consoles like back in the day. He hacked the DS, he hacked the Super Nintendo, the Game Boy, the Game Boy Advance. Like he would, and people would like download Pokemon and shit, right? Like for free. Like you would get an SD card. You remember like the fucking, I forgot what they were called, but
I think it was that SD cards. It just had everything on it.
Yeah, and if you wanted to add games to it, like they would come with games on it, and if you wanted to add, like you would go to NintendoROM.com or something like that, and they would have like all the games there. And like for PlayStation, they were called ISO files, like ISOs, like that guy. But yeah, like he was one of the main guys like behind that, and he's hacked like multiple Nintendo consoles. So yeah, the total fine they came up with $14.5 million. And yeah, he's not lying. 20 to 30% of his salary for the rest of his life every year.
That's crazy, bro. So if you're a regular dude, let's say you make like what, 60,000 a year? Is that like average for like an American? I guess. Maybe
I think the average. I think closer to 50 would be the average in the country across the board. Probably.
So you think like 45 will be like a happy medium? 45,000 to 50,000 max.
Yeah, that's fair. For across the board average, I would say, yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna check this out. I'm gonna go with the lower end, but go ahead.
According to the court verdict, Bowser must pay $14.5 million in damages to Nintendo, $10 million of which is considered a priority. While in jail, Bowser has already paid $175, and he has $14,499,825.
Yo. You better hack Sony and sell those SD cards. Don't get caught this time.
With the agreement with Nintendo, they can the maximum they can take is between 25 and 30% of your monthly gross income. And I have up until like 6 months before I have to start making payments.
Bro, it's clip for you, man.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's no matter. Yeah, that's like you're in debt for the rest of your life.
Yeah, you're done.
So, it says right here, actually, with that deduction percentage, to fully settle with Nintendo, Bowser would need to earn at least $40 million before taxes. Since Bowser is now 53 years old, he will most likely be paying off Nintendo debt for the rest of his life.
That's
another one. Like he's 53, bro. I thought when I first heard it, I was like, it's got to be like some 28-year-old, 29.
Yeah, I thought it was like a young kid, like 21, 18 to 23.
He started it when he was young, so that's the caveat. But yeah, he's 53 now, bro. And he has up to like 6 months. So like you can't retire. Like Nintendo is fucking scary, man. Like they literally
with Mario, bro.
A slave.
Yeah, don't fuck with the jump man. That's crazy, bro. I can't even fathom having that debt. So I already know he was sick. But so happens. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, a lot of people benefited off of that guy's ROMs. A lot of people got to experience Pokemon Emerald and Pokemon Yellow and Pokemon Pearl and Diamond, right? Like all those games, they got to experience them. Metroid, Fusion, Metroid, like all the old Metroids. Like a lot of people got to play them for free. They would just get an SD card on their Nintendo DS and.
Yeah, what a time to be alive for gaming back then. Remember how like DC
free.
had literally. Then games are like what, $60 max?
Yeah. I remember I would spend days, literally days, with like 50 viruses on my computer trying to like find out like how I can get a PS2 game
for free
on a disc, like through ISO on a disc, and I never figured it out. Sony, they were one like Nintendo. I feel like perennially has always had this issue. Like even on iPhone, you guys remember like you could get the Nintendo Game Boy on the iPhone. Remember that app, Brendan? Remember that show? Like you could get like the app on your phone. I think it was
Not the
iOS.
name of it though.
iOS like iOS MU, something like that. It was
something emulator.
iOS. Yeah, something with iOS. And you could like get like, and you would go to that ROM website on your phone, and you could download like all the Pokemon games and all that, and you could play them on your phone. Pokemon Yellow, Red, Fire Red, Ruby Green or whatever it was, Leaf Green and Ruby Red. And you could like play all of them like on your iPhone, right? Now that shit don't work because they always update the security and go away. Yeah, but yeah, man. I mean, that was a great time back then. When computers were kind of getting stronger and people were figuring out a lot of crap with them. They weren't just for work. Yeah, but as you can see, this is what happens when you poke the bear.
Literally, don't fuck with Nintendo.
But Nintendo also got to step up their shit. I feel like they're always getting hacked, bro. Like they always get hacked. They're like the first ones to get hacked. Like they're the first ones to have their shit free.
Nah,
somewhere.
I remember. Well, actually, for like back then, with the S's and stuff, But when online gaming, when online gaming became a thing, it was always Sony getting hacked, bro. I remember PlayStation 3 was getting hacked left and right, bro.
Yeah, I remember that too.
Yeah. So like when I was getting those ISOs and stuff, like trying to do that, like that was PS2. And like in some and I wasn't PS3, it was PS2 and PS1. So those were like notoriously hard to get to because the fact that they were just systems and they weren't really online, like fully online capable. Like they had online like capabilities, but they weren't like fully like a PS3 or a PS4 where they were constantly updated, right? Like with new firmware and stuff like that. So like those, like to get those, like you really can't. Like, something's always gonna be wrong. Something's not gonna work on your computer. Something's gonna be buggy or glitchy, or something's gonna be corrupted. But now the newer ones, you're right. Like whenever the internet got enabled, and like it became just easier to hack it and easier for them to patch it. But like that's when a lot of problems showed up for Sony and Xbox too as well. But still for Sony mostly.
See, I never got hacked on Xbox, but mainly it wasn't like when I mean hacked Sony, like the whole servers got hacked, like everything. But whenever Xbox would go through issues, it was mainly like on personal level, whereas like your account would just get hacked or stripped from you, or like something would just happen to your account. You
never had those people that would hack Xboxes and then they would give you like the discs, like the games for like
mine was hacked. My original Xbox was hacked, and my 360 was hacked too. My first one that I had.
So it's like they were able to hack these things, but I think after the 360 and the PS3, when it came to like the PS4 and Xbox One, that shit you don't see that.
Yeah, nah, it's like you can't do it no more.
But like the Xbox 360, it did happen. Like I used to have like a fucking book of like this with like 007, like the one with Daniel Craig, the game that came out with him.
Oh my god, yeah.
That game was fucking awesome, bro. I had that. I had every game, like every game possible, every game you could think of. Lost Planet 3, like all those games, I had them like on the discs, and obviously Red Ring was something that happened to like everyone who really tried that. So that Xbox fried itself. But yeah. Yeah, man.
Shit, but hell yeah. But back to now to the movie section of what I was talking about with that topic. Weird relationships in movies. I noticed there's a couple of them in cinema, and it's kind of weird. For instance, Luke and Leia. It's weird.
Yes.
I mean, granted, they didn't know about each other, but still.
Yeah. Well, I think the initial the problem starting there, the initial problem with them was the fact that when they first wrote the initial Star Wars, they didn't write them as brother and sister. They didn't. That was like a retcon in like episode 5 or 6, I forget. And you know, obviously episode, for those who are uninitiated, you know, Star Wars starts with episode 4. So 5 is actually the second one, 6 is the third one. In terms of release order back then. So like when they were writing them, obviously the first one they didn't write them as brother and sister. So the whole thing with Luke and Leia kissing in the first one really was like, you know, nothing. And then like obviously when they later on made them brother and sister, everyone goes back and like, hey, wait a minute. that's fucking weird.
Like, what in the Game of Thrones is this?
Yeah, exactly. It was just meant to be like some kind of
at least I don't think they did.
Oh no, they didn't.
No, it was like a oh no, yeah, no, not Game of Thrones. In Star Wars, it was just like a quick like peck, I think, kind of like thing, like a celebratory like peck or whatever, and like and then meant to. I think it was meant to make Han like jealous or whatever, you know, kind of thing. Like that was really it.
Yeah, but Game of Thrones, that was complete, you know.
Yeah, that was intentionally that was intentional. Yeah, that was very intentional in Game of Thrones. So it's very different things. Right. Yeah.
So
now Cersei and Jaime.
I'm trying to think about
right. You're trying to think of something, right? It's kind of hard when you initially like try to think of it, but I
got one. I was gonna say I know. Show we mentioned you know, Norman Bates and like his mother from like the Psycho, you know, film, and like the Bates Motel TV series, if you've seen that.
Oh, that's a weird one. Yeah,
because he's like you know, weirdly in love with his mother in some weird fucked up way. And then another one I wanted to say, a movie that I love, Natural Born Killers, from 1994 with Woody Harrelson. I forget the actress, but they're just basically like they're in a sick relationship where they just like go off like murdering and torturing people in like Los Angeles.
That's one movie I've been meaning to watch.
Yeah, it's very good.
That's one Woody Harrelson.
Yeah, it's actually based on, you know, his father is a convicted serial killer, Woody Harrelson.
What?
So the movie's about kind of his father. Yeah, it's like loosely like based on his father's like story.
Hold up, that just blew my mind. I never knew that.
Yeah, Woody Harrelson's father is a convicted serial killer.
One thing. Speaking of like family being serial killers or being killers in general, you see what happened to Kawhi Leonard's sister?
No.
Wait, what happened?
Kawhi Leonard's sister got sentenced to life.
Really?
Just yesterday.
What?
For killing an elderly lady, from robbing her and killing her.
Shit.
And abusing her. Apparently she had abused her for a long time, this elderly lady. Kawhi Leonard's sister. If you search it up, this woman is the scariest woman you'll ever see, bro. But yeah, this is a convicted killer in the family.
Nah, that's crazy.
That's crazy, bro. It was insane. When I saw it on the news, I was like, yo, like he just announced that he sprained his knee like a couple days ago. And now his sister gets sentenced to life in prison. I didn't even know he had a sister, first of all. And then you search what she looks like, bro. That's scary.
Yeah, dude, I just Googled her.
She's huge.
Is
all right? Is it me or no? Hold the fuck up, bro. I'm gonna say, is it me or does she have a beard, bro?
Hey,
yeah, I was gonna say,
like on her chin, she got hairs. It looks like she got chin hair.
Listen,
no judgment.
I'm not speaking ill on that woman at all.
Well, I mean, if she got convicted of murder, I think she's, you know, you can speak ill of her.
Right? Yeah, that's definitely a beard, bro. Yeah, she got the male hormones running crazy. So,
damn.
She got the what do they call it? What do they call it for men?
Testosterone.
Testosterone. Yeah, not a lot of estrogen. A lot of testosterone.
Jeez, so she got sentenced to life.
In prison? To life in prison.
Jeez, has Kawhi put out like a statement or something?
No, they locked her away, bro. So apparently she robbed the lady for $1,000 after she won in a casino. So the old lady was just going home, like on her way out, and she had just won $1,000. And she robbed her, hit her in the head, fractured her skull. She got severe trauma, but she died in the hospital days later.
Jeez, I mean, it's still murder, right? That's what
spurred the whole like murder investigation, and then they found out that she pre-planned it. You know, right? Like she knew what she was doing, so they got her on first-degree murder, and she got life in prison. With no possibility of parole. So going back to what we were talking about, where like, you know, Woody Harrelson, whose dad you said is a convicted serial killer? Woody Harrelson?
Woody Harrelson,
yeah. So like that's just crazy how that shit runs in the family. But then the person like next in line or like a sibling or whatever is like nothing like them. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
I hope Woody's not like him. I hope Woody's not killing people on the low or something like that.
I think he would have did it if he was.
Yeah.
He probably is. You don't know.
I mean, if that's the case, well, yeah, we wouldn't know. You know, he's really good at it if that's the case. You know, but damn, that's
definitely
crazy.
Gotta watch that movie though. Natural Born Killers.
Yeah, Natural Born Killers. Yeah, fantastic movie.
Heard of it a couple of times. I just never really watched it, so I gotta make time for that.
Bates Motel is an interesting dynamic when you bring that up in terms of weird relationships.
I was gonna say Friday the 13th also with Jason and his mom.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, that's always been weird. You know, just not even the fact that she's killing him. You know, like, but like that was always weird.
Well, how she she I think she's the reason he came back from hell. No. Or actually, hold up. There was a movie where they made it canon that the reason why Jason is the way he is because the Necronomicon from Evil Dead.
Evil Dead, yeah.
Which, by the way, are you guys gonna? You guys planning on seeing Evil Dead Rise?
I'm gonna see it
too. I want to see it so bad. It looks so good. I love every movie in that series.
Honestly, it's just.
Did you see
so good, bro?
Did you see the 2013 Evil Dead, like the soft reboot they did in 2013? That movie was awesome. By Fede Alvarez, that movie was fantastic.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I haven't seen that one.
Do
you think I should?
Yeah. I mean, it's not. It's not. I don't think it's like super connected to Evil Dead Rise from what I read about it. But I think I mean, just watch it to watch it if you like the series. Like it's super. It is gory. It is gory as fuck,
if you thought Kill Bill's last scene was bad, think of that, but throughout the whole movie.
Are we talking like Cabin in the Woods gory?
More well, okay, yeah. Well, that one last scene in Cabin in the Woods is
last
excessive.
Scene is fucking insane.
That scene is excessive.
Yeah, no, this is the whole movie.
Nothing to do with the rest of the movie.
No, this is the whole movie, bro. Like Evil Dead, like this, the whole movie is just bloody.
And it's more gruesome.
It Saw movies was back to back.
Yeah. It's more on par with like Hostel type fucked up than Saw, I would say. If you've seen Hostel, those movies
I've seen all three parts of Hostel.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah, so
I've never seen Hostel, to be honest.
I mean, I've seen Human Centipede Part 1 and 2. So.
Oh, that's true. I remember. Oh my god! I remember you watching that shit in college.
Me and Brendan, I think we watched it, right?
Yeah, we did.
Separately, but we watched it.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah. I remember Chris got so fucked up watching that movie.
I was in another. Do you remember after that movie? I was in a trance for like.
I was gonna say it like changed your personality. It like literally like changed your personality. Yeah.
No, bro, that movie's legit though. That movie's legit. Like if you're not prepared.
That baby scene, holy shit!
Yeah, bro, it was literally. I would say it was a traumatic experience for me watching that movie.
Yeah, see, you got bigger balls than me because
it is a traumatic experience.
Yeah, you got bigger balls than me, bro. Because my friend tried to sit me down and watch that, and I was like, I'm not watching this shit. But I heard the stories, I'm not doing it. I don't want to do it.
How about the fact that there's more than one movie for that?
That's the shit that bugs
me.
One's
like in black and white. Isn't the second one right? It's in black and white, and it's about some parking garage guy who like gets inspiration about doing it from the
because
movie.
it's set. Yeah, it's set like in a world where like the movie exists, and like he just gets like it
was an actual like case in the world, right? And he does it himself.
Oh, so it's like Scream,
like
kind of
more sadistic.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like Scream in that sense. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's all black and white. And when I finished that one, so the first one fucked me up, but when I finished that one, that's when I was walking around like a zombie.
Yeah,
for like a couple days.
Wait, that's not the one with the jail, right? Is that the third one with the jail?
The third one's with the jail, I believe.
Oh, okay. I didn't watch that. I couldn't do that. If I would have watched the third one, I would probably be like Kawhi Leonard right now. I'd be like
emotionless. Just
literally just a shell of myself.
Yeah.
There's too fucked up. There's such thing as too much of that. You know what I mean? And those two movies succeeded, and they're like an hour and a half long. Those two movies succeeded in doing that. So if Evil Dead is like that, then all right. But I doubt it. I mean, the Saw movies, I've handled the Hostel movies.
No, bro, you're not listening. This is like just blood everywhere. You know, like literally everywhere, bro.
Is it horror at least, or is it just more gore?
It's a little bit of both, but you know, Evil Dead is kind of like dark comedy, so it's pretty funny in some parts.
So I'll handle it.
Yeah, no, you'll definitely handle it. You enjoy it, but I'm just saying it's gonna be excessive blood throughout the whole movie.
God damn, man.
Yeah, like
I mean, I already see that from
relaxing.
Evil Dead Rise. I see a lot of blood in it already. I mean, in terms of what you see the mom is going through or whatever.
Yeah, it looks
but
very much so.
Very, very intriguing idea in a way, because it's like it's done right. You know, like you see the acting, you see the kids, like it's done right. You're gonna be fucking scared, like, and you know they barely showed, like they consistently showed like 3 scares from the movie. You know there's more, so it's like, yeah, I need to go see that in the movie theaters too. If you guys go see it, anyone listening, this is a movie theater movie. Don't watch this at home. This shit's gonna be whack. You know, like
You need the atmosphere.
96%, bro. When's the last time a horror movie got 96%?
I can't even remember. Usually horror movies rank really low.
They get close. I mean, I think wasn't Scream really good? Scream 5 or
The reboot.
It was, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, that one was really good too, right? So like they've been getting better at it in terms of like, you know, executing on these horror movies, but
finally.
still you don't get them this good too often, you know.
Yep. All right, so I got 2 more topics for y'all.
Let's go.
So I don't know. Do y'all guys want to talk boxing first, or you want to talk about the male equivalent to a BBL?
What boxing, bro?
Let's close out the night with that other shit. What a stark contrast.
No, okay. I'll save the male equivalent to a BBL for the end then, because that shit's ridiculous to me.
Okay.
So I'll tell you why though. Anyways, Tank versus Garcia. I already called it. I was talking about this to Brendan before we started recording. I already knew it was gonna happen.
Isn't it funny how he went down? I mean, obviously one trained by De La Hoya, one trained by Floyd. Isn't it funny how he went down just like De La Hoya went down?
Oh, the knee?
I think it was the Mosley fight. Was it the Mosley fight that he got hit with a rib shot like that, a liver shot, and then he went straight down?
Yeah, Mosley took his soul with that punch, bro.
Yeah, isn't it funny like how that happened? It was such a clean shot.
Mm-hmm.
It's such a beautiful shot, but from beginning to end,
it was
even
okay.
With the second round knockdown, like
the fight was okay.
It wasn't even close.
Yeah, it was all right. See, Ryan started a little strong in the first round, but then once Tank started adjusting, and after that drop, I feel like it was over from there. Like mentally, Ryan didn't want to open up. He was scared.
It's
he didn't want to get hit again.
How similar they are to the people that are, you know, sponsoring them, training them. Like Tank is literally Floyd.
You know what's crazy? He's not even part of Floyd's camp anymore. He left like a year or 2 ago.
Yeah, he got what he needed. What he needed.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And then
he doesn't have the shoulder defense that Floyd had.
Yeah, the shoulder. Listen,
he don't have the defense at all.
No one's gonna do that shoulder roll the way Floyd Mayweather. There's gonna be a long time before anybody comes up.
I don't think anyone will do it. It's something weird because I was watching actually ESPN Sports Science on one time about Floyd and like how he does it, and apparently it has to do with his shoulder width. He apparently has one of the widest shoulders in boxing history. So when it comes to him using that, like it's a physical advantage as much as it is like, you know, defense. You know, his shoulders are just so far out from his body that when he does that defense, he's able to duck his head behind it. Like if you do it yourself, you'll notice like, damn, I'm still getting hit if I do this shit.
Yeah, your temple is still pretty open when you try.
Yeah, like my head is still sticking up, bro. Like I gotta look like an idiot to bring my head out the way, but like his shoulders like literally were great at like tucking his head in. You know what I mean? So, but you know, no one will be that good at defense. I don't think ever again. I mean, we had Muhammad Ali back in the day, you know, flowing like a butterfly, sting like a bee, right? But Floyd's defense is next level. The offense, the patience, the accuracy, the picking you apart all fight, and the timed power shots. This dude was trained by Floyd. You could tell. And he took what he wanted. He learned and he adapted it for himself. But, you know, I mean, boxing isn't what it is anymore. It isn't what it was, but he is a legend already.
No, you know it's crazy that you bring up that you know, the landing the technical shots. You know what the stats said for Tank? He didn't throw like as much as he normally does. However, what he did throw landed 93%.
Yeah, it's insane. I think it was something like wasn't like it's never been done like not, like that percentage. At least since they started tracking it like that, like there hasn't been that kind of accuracy in a long time.
Yeah, in a minute.
Maybe before they tracked it, it happened, but I think since the tracking era, like there hasn't been someone to hit like that high of a percentage whenever they decided to go for it. It was that second round knockdown was insane. That was such a clean shot, bro, off the duck and the right hook. Yo, I was like, there's no way. And he ate it. He got back up, but I was like, it's not a match. Like, you clearly outmatched, bro. And they talked so much shit before the fight. Like, I was watching the clips that you sent me about both of them, and I really got a feel for how they fight. And I also started watching clips of like them talking shit to each other. And it was that's embarrassing, bro. Like, you really talking all of that, and he had it, but I feel like he wasn't as aggressive. He said it at the end. He said he showed him too much respect in the ring. Like, that's what he felt. Garcia.
I said that before he even got in the ring, bro. When he was walking out, he's over here praying and he's like mad calm, and the song choice he had was mad like depressing, bro. So I like when Ryan was walking in the ring, I was like, yo, he's scared. Like, he's scared, bro. And
he lost right there.
Yeah, he wasn't mentally prepared for that, especially once he got hit. I mean, granted, of course, like, you're gonna be scared going into a ring, bro. It doesn't matter. You're gonna have that anxiety. So, but once he got dropped and he felt that power, I already knew it was over. Like, mentally, he wasn't there, bro. He didn't want to throw.
Yeah.
He was afraid to get hit. And I was telling this to Brendan before we recorded that if you look at their rosters of who they fought, Tank has fought at least like 5 to 6 killers that are like bona fide badass motherfuckers, you know? And some of those fights, Tank would have lost had it go to the decision. Like I was saying, when he fought Rolly Romero, Tank won because he knocked his ass out. But Rolly was low-key winning by points. Same thing with Cruz.
But that's part of the game, right?
That's part of the game. Yeah, it's part of the game, you know? Yeah, it's part of the game. So Tank got it. But had it went to points, he probably would have lost, bro. Honestly.
Yeah.
Same thing when
a special person to do that.
And he fought another guy named something Cruz. I forgot his first name, but his last name was Cruz. Cruz was whipping his ass too. But Tank was lucky he pulled it out and won. You know, so, but when you compare it to Ryan's roster of who he fought, he never really fought anybody on Gervonta's level, honestly. The first guy that dropped Ryan Garcia wasn't even a power puncher. So you getting dropped by a dude that's not considered the power puncher. You think you're going to fight a guy that is a power puncher and take those hits? Granted, he did. But look what happened. You wasn't able to sustain the whole fight.
That Judah mixed with Floyd last night. That's all I'm saying.
And the thing was, like, after like the third round, once Tank got comfortable, you could see like he wasn't throwing as much, and he was trying to grapple a little bit, which was, you know, people were like whatever, complaining about it. But when he was landing, it was clean. But what's weird is that shot that he ended the fight with, the angle was awkward as hell, where it didn't look like it was enough power generated. But that shockwave that once it landed, I guess it just went straight to his liver afterward. Even though it was at like an upper like rib cage area. It
was a beautifully, perfectly. Now I give it to you, like the camera angle was important, but there was a camera angle that's like it's literally from the angle of looking at his rib cage when he got hit there, right? That was a hard shot, bro. It was hard. Now it wasn't the most powerful shot, but it was hard and it was perfectly placed. Be it coincidence, be it movement or whatever, but it was perfect. His rib touched his organs. When that happens, you go into fight or flight. You can't breathe. It hurts. My mom was watching it too because we were watching a Laker game yesterday. So my brother actually streamed the whole thing on TikTok for free.
And they want to ban TikTok.
Yeah, they would have banned TikTok. He streamed the whole thing on TikTok for free on his TikTok live from some account. And you just see it. Now he has that muscle. You know how we all got that wing muscle right over the rib cage, right? Yeah. He hit him right like where that wing muscle stopped.
Yeah, the obliques.
And the rib cage started, right? And you just see the rib cage. If you watch it again, you see the rib cage go in from it. And the skin shockwaves, but you see it go in. He steps back. He takes a breath. You see the pain immediately on his face from that first breath, right? He steps back again because he knows he's got to try to keep fighting. Then the next one, he can't even breathe. His lungs didn't open up again for him to take another breath. So he had to take a knee. I mean, that's what happens when you get hit like that. Perfectly, you know?
Yeah,
and
body shots take you out.
My mom was like, oh, he must have broke a rib. I'm like,
That's what my dad said too.
Maybe it was a nice, like, he felt the hairline fracture, and when your diaphragm is up like that and you're breathing heavy, like if you got a broken rib, that shit gonna hurt because you're breathing heavy. You know what I mean? That too, you know. But I was pointing to the fact that was the most perfectly placed shot he could have gotten at that point in the fight because he was tired. He had already taken a hit to the face and got knocked down. So it was like, you know, it was light work. You know, it was light work. It's always satisfying when they go to the body and the body just crumbles like that.
Yep.
Because, you know, they worked them. He worked them all night long. He worked them. So there you go.
Yeah. But the fight wasn't nothing crazy. You said what?
Who else going to fight this guy? Who's going to fight Davis now?
Oh, it's a toss-up, but people are saying Shakur Stevenson, I believe his name is. But he's no joke either. He's not. Any challenges though. That dude is nice. Shakur Stevenson. Yeah, he hits hard. The next big fight that they got to do is Terrence Crawford and what's this guy's name? Damn, they've been beefing for mad long. They've been talking shit for like ever.
Like I get it though. Like boxing will always have a place, but I just don't find it interesting, you know? Like, I don't find it... Like, I fully understand the science of it, and I fully understand the accuracy and what they're going for and the strategy, right? Like, you know, going back and forth, shifting side to side, footwork, switching stances. You know, I get all that, right? Length, power punches. It's just, you get all of that in MMA, and you get more.
Yeah,
MMA has really changed the landscape of combat sports. You know what I mean? It's remarkable what the UFC has been able to do in what? It's only been around for like what, 15 years or 20 years?
I think it's been around the 90s actually, when they had no rules. Literally, you're able to.
Oh yeah, that was when we talking about like current UFC. You know, that was like that was street fighting.
That was literally street fighting in the octagon. That's what that was.
That shit was crazy when they had no gloves, bro. That shit, wow. Those videos are really gnarly.
Yep.
But at the same time, it's like I feel like MMA just really taking it over. Where we're gonna have these good fights every now and then, but it's because of this reason that people gravitated away from boxing.
Did you guys see? Did you guys see Nate Diaz choking that guy out outside that fight? Yes,
bro. But it was a Logan Paul lookalike.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was that Logan Paul lookalike. He choked him out on the street of New Orleans.
But that was bad though, bro. Like the dude just flopped. Like he just dropped like a fish.
Yeah, he got him in he had him like in a chokehold. I think he knocked him out. He like deprived him of oxygen and knocked him out.
Yeah, literally. Yeah. And back to Terrence Crawford. What I was saying, Errol Spence Jr. will be the fight to make next. Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence Jr. And for Gervonta Davis, Devin Haney will probably be the next person to fight. Yeah, but they probably won't do that just because that's a big fight.
I still think as good as Floyd was, and as amazing as he was, I think he killed boxing in a way.
Well, he made it about money.
Yeah, he made it about money, yes, but I don't think he made it about money. I just think he understood the money side of it more than anybody else. So I don't really count that as the reason, but it's the way that he fought. He broke the game down. He broke the science down in such a way that it made it not fun to watch.
Well, that's all boxing really is just he perfected it, and when he displayed what boxing really is, people either loved it or hated it. The whole game of boxing,
more often than not, people hated his style of fighting. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, but that's literally the sport. I'm supposed to hit you and not get hit.
Of course, of course, I get you. I know what you're saying. That's why I said, as great as he was, as amazing and greatest of all time, whatever you want to say, he broke it down in such a way, in such a genius way. But he broke it down to a point where he mastered it, and it became not fun to watch. So now you see Gervonta Davis. While he doesn't have the defense, his accuracy and the way that he fights, his patience and everything, It's not necessarily fun to watch, but he's not going to start losing anytime soon, right? He's going to be beating these guys. He's getting the knockouts, which Floyd did also as well, but he didn't get many, but he also got knockouts.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like when you get someone this smart who's learned a lot from the guy, Floyd Mayweather, and adapted it for himself, they start running through divisions and no one can beat them.
Nah,
so it kind
not
of
really.
becomes like, you know,
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't know,
gonna give
bro.
you an example. Adrian
22-0?
Broner.
He's 22-0 now?
He's 29-0, drawn to Davis. But Adrian Broner was like one of the first products of Mayweather, and he ended up getting his ass whooped to Maidana.
Yeah, but he didn't break down. He doesn't have it down packed. The way
Oh, yeah, no,
Davis
he was
does.
too cocky. But,
Yeah.
you know.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you're gonna see this guy run through the division probably multiple times. He's probably gonna have to move up in weight class, move down.
Shit, I like Tank. I hope, I hope he stays undefeated.
He's a legend already. He said it.
Mm-hmm.
He's a legend already, bro. Like the way he fights, what he does, you could tell he's elite. So,
Mm-hmm.
but that's just how I look at it in terms of like boxing and MMA. And it's just like, damn, son. Like sometimes I watch boxing, I'm like, I'm waiting for a kick to be thrown. I'm waiting for a guy to go tackle him or something, But they gotta stay up on their feet and they gotta move side to side.
Yep.
And it's more cardio, but it's like I want the action of MMA sometimes. So we'll see. Hopefully this is like a little resurrection because we need more boxers too. It's not that we need more fighters.
Yeah, there's the top tier boxers is honestly like a solid 15, probably maybe 20 if you're lucky.
Like that's not sustainable. They gotta have a crop coming in too.
Yeah. So
we'll see what happens.
This is our last topic. The equivalent to a BBL for men.
You're gonna need to explain this one.
Men, specifically short men, as myself, are getting knee extension surgery.
Oh, you know what? I've been hearing about this.
Yeah, bro. It's becoming a thing. Yes, knee and extension surgery. So, like, I think you could only get like 2 to 3 inches added to your height, I believe. That's like the basic that I've seen so far. Everyone gets a solid 2 inches to their height. But it looks crazy, bro, because what they do is, like, they extend your knee, right? And your shins are basically getting the extension. And once you fully recover from the surgery, well, not even fully recover, once surgery's done, they put you in these leg braces, like you're fucking Forrest Gump, bro. And basically, you got to learn how to walk again, pretty much.
Yeah, I've heard the whole process is extremely painful. Like, I don't know why. I mean, I'm luckily 6 foot, so like I never really had to worry. But I know for some short people, it's like, I guess, unbearable. But
I mean, that's on the way. That's in the same realm of foot binding for women back in the day, like in the 1500s, the Chinese women.
Oh,
like,
yeah, stuff their foot into small ass shoes to have small feet.
Yeah.
No, they like bind them. Like the shoes were the shoes, but they would bind their feet so they would literally not grow, or they would grow and just like
shape them. They would like shape them with the way they grew. So they grew like longer outward and not like wider. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's like I've if you want to extend your goddamn knees, like come on, bro. Like, are you really? Is it? That's why I never understood when people look in the mirror and they just don't fucking deal with what they got. You know what I mean? Like, why you need to go? Yeah, I don't see Show over here having knee extension surgeries,
bro. I am a happy 5'4". God made me this way. I'm staying this way.
Damn, you don't gotta say it like that, bro. Come on, I was trying to help you out.
It's okay. I'm comfortable with my personality and who I am, bro. I may be a bitch, but imagine. But no,
true.
Shit, I never felt the need to change. Like, no matter what. And the reason, I think part of what helped me with that was J. Cole, honestly. Because J. Cole, he did an interview and they mentioned, they're like, oh, you know how J. Cole has a crooked smile because his teeth are crooked. So he says I have a crooked smile. And I remember they asked him about it. They're like, oh, you're famous now. You have all this money. This was, I think, when he dropped Born Sinner, that album. So he was like, they asked him, oh, do you ever like want to change anything about yourself? He's like, I used to be self-conscious about my teeth, but I was like, for what? Because then I feel like I'm not who I am, And for some reason, it just stuck with me. And then I was like, yo, fuck this. You're going to love me for who I am, whether you like it or not. I don't give a fuck. But that's just me. Some people really have identity crisis where they feel like they're not supposed to be the way they are, which is why we have all these weird-ass conversations of shit that doesn't make sense, you know? Like the whole transabled, whereas like I'm supposed to be disabled.
Oh my god,
That's
yeah,
crazy, bro.
that shit is so wild. Yeah, yeah.
It's like
God damn.
I'm born perfectly normal, but I believe I'm supposed to have one leg. Like that's crazy.
Yeah, like that woman
bro.
who blinded herself because she like believed that she was supposed to be blind or whatever.
That's wild.
Yeah,
Like
that's
nah,
insane.
man. You know,
That's
but
mental illness.
for real. And it's honestly society standards that forces people into that corner where they literally can't live with themselves and they just go through with these changes so they could be accepted and they feel more comfortable with themselves. You know, and the people that stay happy, you know, they genuinely felt that way. And hey, if it works for you, it works for you. But then when it comes to this, mainly happens with like celebrities and women, where like, you know, the standard of like the early 2000s, you had to be mad skinny, you know, little frame, petite as hell. You had to look like Paris Hilton pretty much. But
Yeah, and
now,
it's funny how that's so like that's not the case anymore, like at all.
exactly. Because I never found that attractive anyway. I
Yeah,
found it
no, neither
weird.
did I.
Yeah, I
Neither did
found
I.
it
Yeah, it's
weird
like
for
it's
people like that.
too bony.
Right? It's like if you do doggy style, you're gonna make a fire, you know? Like it's two sticks rubbing together, bro. Like so
That's hilarious.
but now it's like, okay, you know, small waist, big ass, big tits is the wave. So everybody's getting BBLs and everybody's doing the waist trainers and stuff. And it's just social media got you fucked up. Everyone
Yeah.
knows that people live lies on social media. However, we still fall for the traps. You know?
And I feel like you can always tell when the shit is fake, and like it's I don't know. I've never liked that.
Yeah, like with BBLs, you can tell because like the girl's like cup of her butt cheek wouldn't match her thigh. You know, which is why they be like, oh, she has an ant body. That's why they say that. You know, but as far as like knee extension though, nah. Me to tell me I gotta relearn how to do the most basic thing.
Yeah, that
Like I
sounds
learned that
not
when I
worth
was
it at
like,
all.
I learned that when I was like 2 years old, bro. I gotta relearn that at 30. I mean, if I was to go through it, I'm not 30 yet, but just saying, you know, nah, couldn't be me, bro.
Yeah,
That shit
no,
just looks
never.
painful, sounds painful, and I feel like and it also reminds me of South Park. You know, I wouldn't want to get a knee extension surgery. I go to play basketball and my fucking legs explode because it just can't handle the pressure. You guys remember that episode from South Park
Oh yeah.
where Kyle had like Mr. Garrison's balls as his kneecaps and he went to the NBA
Yes.
and then Kyle's dad became a dolphin. Like,
God, I love that show.
oh man, that show will never get canceled. That's a classic. But yeah, that's all I got for y'all tonight.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to add anything to these topics, but yeah, that's the male equivalent to BBL. It's just knee extension surgery.
Yeah, that's a very good equivalent, and it just sounds way more painful than it's worth.
Yeah, nah, not worth it. Stay true to yourself, y'all. For the listeners out there, just stay true to yourselves. Well, with that being said, plugins.
I if I'm not mistaken, it sounds like Chris has disappeared. So, filmic gaming, whatever. If you go to the previous episode, listen to it there. You'll hear the.
You're a host too, bro. Come on. Like,
no, I have to look up the.
the page, right?
I always forget what it is.
I think it's
filmic underscore gaming.
That's what it is.
There we go. Filmic underscore gaming.
Shit. Well, and you already know, follow the Instagram page at Life is Strange Pod. That being said, Life is Strange.